As the days, weeks, months tick by since Hurricane Helene made landfall in Florida and then swept up the coastline, eventually wreaking havoc on many states, including here in western North Carolina. You know, it's rivers like this all over this part of the country that literally blew up because of the amount of rain, 3-4 feet of rain, pushing the rivers to situations they have never seen before, at least not in recorded time. Imagine where I'm standing right now, this river building up 30-40 feet plus, breaking apart this train railroad. And you see the train right there coming across, and the tracks that these trains go on were ripped up and pushed by water. Think about that. Think about the power to move steel like what you're seeing going by right now, and then ripping apart homes and businesses and taking the lives of so many. The Blue Ridge Mountains of western North Carolina. An entire region devastated last September by Hurricane Helene. Thousands of homes completely destroyed, leaving families displaced and living in temporary shelters or accommodations. Today, recovery efforts are in full force. In the small town of Relief, North Carolina, on the Tow River, scenes like this are not uncommon.
You gotta talk to Nick. Yeah. He has the furniture store, the general store that's right here. We'll stop by.
Dozens of aid groups flocked to the region, trying to help. But one group, called We Must Protect, is making a real difference.
Yeah, so this is, you'll see here, this bridge was completely taken out. That's new. Then they rebuilt that, and then you'll see some of the damage here and how far the water went up. So my sister is Tulsi Gabbard. She is currently the Director of National Intelligence in this administration, and she's very passionate about this organization that she started to help folks in any way that she could. Once she got that new position, she is not allowed to raise money or to really be a part of this, and so I took it over to be able to run it and to continue the work that she started. Our initial response and our initial intention coming into western North Carolina was the immediate emergency response and getting supplies immediately to the folks who needed it. The longer that we were here, members of the community kept saying, we don't need another buddy heater, we need a house. And we heard over and over again, don't forget about us. So what we did very quickly is transition. When we heard that the need was homes, we did not come in here intending to build, learned very quickly this is what was needed. And so we put a team together of local builders and contractors, and we started, and initially we committed to building 5 new homes for families whose homes were completely destroyed. And right now we have 10 families we're building homes for.
And actually water started going over the top of the bridge, and even large trees and everything else. And water actually ate through the rock that's underneath this railroad and flooded the area behind us where is a lower lying area where I have a house that I had bought for my daughter, her fiance, and my 2 grandsons to live in. So that house was completely flooded. They made an effort to escape, but they got washed down the Tow River, and all 4 of them died. Luckily, all 4 bodies were found. We had a memorial service, and we're trying to move on from there. Well, there's been a very generous support of volunteers coming to help, but also fundraising, especially through the We Must Protect organization. They've done an excellent job of raising funds. They're rebuilding a house for me on the property where the first house was destroyed. It's just been absolutely amazing how much support we've gotten. We can always use more, but it has been very generous, and we've been very proud and very thankful for them.
Driving around these communities and talking to residents and survivors, it's become very clear that the need is growing and more aid groups need to step up.
Very dire. The attention has largely been lost, and a lot of people here feel like people have forgotten them, and we're committed to not forgetting people. So we are going to keep the attention on it as much as we can.
Words can't even describe it. Like when you're on the ground, you see it in the news, but when you're on the ground, it is mind-blowing, the damage. And once you meet with the families and hear their stories, the impact that it has and the drive that it gave us to figure out this whole build process so that we can actually do something to help them, it's indescribable.